Did anyone respect the theme
Yes,
tonight?
we had, well, David
I
did.
was here
Britt
late.
Rob
Okay,
did.
good.
Britt did.
Britt did,
Yeah.
and
Okay,
then,
good.
yes, we had a
And-
few
and
miscellaneous.
it was mucilage?
Mucilaginous.
Mucilaginous.
Yes.
Miscellaneous.
And any
Okay.
combination thereof.
Well,
Come up with one out of that. I want to hear
but
now.
you see, I happened to have one. Because,
Oh, well, it just happened, is it?
yes, because years ago I've drawn comics for many years, and Robert Crumb published a bunch of them in his Weirdo magazine.
Really?
And all these comics are essentially illustrated poems. I found that was a good way to go. The poem would carry the comic along, the comic would carry the poem along, and though you can't see the pictures, and it's rather brief, one of them is called Make Mine Mucilage,
Yeah.
which I will now read.
Ah! All right.
I am, let it be known, a syncretist. I think opposed beliefs can coexist. Let others claim that twain shall never meet. The sour shall never complement the sweet. It is philosophy which wins my heart, the mucilage which fastens life to art. Come, let us soar aloft with new-fledged soul. In one view see the world from pole to pole. Mythology and science, one, not two. Render them down and you will get fine glue. Breathe deeply of this mixture, which withstands entropy and the clock's advancing hands. Thus I'll not fear all that I contemplate, nor shun the glory of a martyr's fate. Perhaps it doesn't make much sense, but
Close enough for government work.
yeah. So I have some others of these. I'll read them because they're short, only a half a page of panels in each case. This one is called Remember, Posterity is Just Around the Corner. Each day the news reveals with greater clarity how we are undermining our posterity. When we condone the wasting of the earth, to what then will our greed have given birth? Why is it never taught, thus never known, that we live in all times, not just our own? And if despite my words the world goes wrong, small comfort to have been right all along. Any more time? I'll read this other one. I had 6 pages of these in Weirdo magazine. Recently, somebody contacted me. They're doing a book based on the artists who were in Weirdo magazine, but I'm not sure they're going to reprint any of these of mine. Instead, they might, for some reason, reprint one page from another comic from another publisher, but I never understand. So this is called The Entropy Crisis. These are overwritten, but they're the captions to comics, I hope you understand. Be not so shy, my dearest love, for see, our future is condemned to entropy. It which unwinds the clock with equal ease will unwind us, and sooner than we please. Planets will die, they say, stars will grow chill, till every atom will at last be still. Only we, in our bodies and life so ephemeral, buck the grind, and the cosmos's doses of Demerol. Be not indifferent, love, and we shall sing and join in time's uncoiling, stainless spring, with life in all its forms, age upon age. The price is war, the war the living wage. From love alone, sensations all aside, we take our only comfort on the ride, until we come to the ultimate terminal, where everything's final and nothing is germinal. Thank you.
Thank you, Hal Robbins. And now, Karen, Melinda, Magoon, before Jonathan, Christian, and Antoinette, our closer. Give her a round of applause.
Can you move the microphone right over this way, please?
Move the stand like here. That way. There we go. Now we
Is that
can
really?
frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way. It
works? Okay.
Yeah, it works. For
On
me.
July 25th, I think, yeah, which is unfortunately a Wednesday, so I shouldn't
Yes.
even be mentioning it.
No, you should.
But there will be a Labor Festival Poetry at the Beat Museum, and Jack Hirschman has come up with the theme technology versus civilization, or versus humanity. So, okay, so I did a few robotic things. Anyway, we'll see
Do
how
it,
this goes.
Siri, please
What,
lay it
excuse me?
on us.
What?
Do it, do it, Siri, please lay it on us.
Oh, yes, sir. All right. Breeding robots. Breeding robots, weeding hate, seeding something new, a brew that abjures war. Far more create, not hate, abate the failure of humanity to live in harmony, in amity. Today the robot emulates the man in making war, ever-distant isolation, computer-fed annihilation, devastation, desolation. Touch a screen, destroy a dream. If a scream resounds 10,000 miles away, was it a scream? If the robot does not hear it? The drone releases pain we do not feel, as mutilated bodies cannot reconstruct and pain becomes a language never understood. Breeding robots, weeding hate, can we slake our appetite for war by making versions of ourselves absent the venom? Absent violence, absent desire for retribution, vengeance, murder, substituting purity of heart, of hope. The Tin Woodsman seeks his heart among debris scattered on a yellow road littered with dreams. Starts to chart a world destruction. Breeding robots, weeding hate, could we mate a version of ourselves of pure compassion? Reweave our history, revive Neanderthal beginnings of agape. Could we find a new humanity free of hate? Celebrate the child, the mild and gentle, love our differences, and place the child again within a heart found throbbing on a yellow road free of destruction. The car drives itself. The car drives itself along a crowded road as the horses drew its carriage home without human instruction, grateful not to feel the whip. The car is empty, pre-programmed to go home. Blind, yet able to negotiate a safe way to its destination. Drones hone in, pre-programmed to destroy, requiring no reason, no court of law to negotiate murder. They too require no whip, no heart, no reason, no conscience, save that of him or her who sets their target. A robotic world. Okay. A robotic world requires no conscience, no health benefits, no education. Requires only occasional maintenance from human sources. A robotic world might serve all humanity. Plant and harvest war-torn lands without fear of ethnic cleansing. Bullets that can tear human flesh, killing the poor and children. A robotic world could serve all, and yet our work defines us, feeds us, clothes us, houses us, educates us, teaches us the power of work, the power of art, the power of humanity to energize the world with human thought and strength, that robots may only serve, not emulate, that robots can never be a substitution for the mind of man. I just went to see my husband's bench, which you were there. This is, so I wrote the little thing. Just, his birthday is coming up. This is my late husband. He's still kind of my base, so. Orville by the ocean. I sat on your bench today, looking out over the ocean, looking west towards your home in Hawaii. Imagining you in clouds, imagining you in the foam of waves, imagining you deep in my heart, deep in my being, imagining you.
And Melinda Magoon. And now, the people who come here regularly or irregularly or however, know that when we have a person who is new to the mic, we give a huzzah, hurrah, and things like that. And Jonathan Hines, is it?
That's it.
Okay, Jonathan is coming forth. Treat him as you would be treated. Come on, let's go. Jonathan! Is that Jonathan Hines up there?
That is the true question.
Yeah, we're going to raise that up for you. And you got to get really close to it or else
Sure deal. Ooh,
there
there we
you
go.
There you go. You're perfect.
Nice. All right. Well, I am Jonathan Hines, and actually, so this is actually a bet from my friends to come up here, try to do the strangest thing I can do. So this poem is going to be very strange. So be cautious.
Do it.
Okay. So this is called Urination. Urination. What a sensation. Flowing on out like there's no tomorrow. I feel like a new man. BRB. I gotta pee. Hold up for a minute while I find a tree. Indulge in the majestic beauty of the earth while you let out that walloping whiz. Oh yeah, the bees are after us. So tasty, so fine. Slather me with your sweet, sweet pus. Clean it up, yo. Don't make no fuss. We all homies here. We all equals. Equality feels so great. Just like when I masturbate. Don't hate, mate. That ain't your fate. Listen, corn dog, we need to get back to our roots. Like when you screw your tree and it says, I am Groot. Thank you.
All right, we're going to engage our penultimate reader this evening. Christiana, you're still back there? I can't see you. Oh, there you are. Bring him up here, and then we have Antoinette.
In brighter times, I used to sing, but a shadow passed over my life, and one of my vocal cords was paralyzed. So, with one vocal cord, I began to court songbirds. And eventually I was able to mimic them. So, lately, in my travels from the cliffs of the Orkney Islands to the mangroves of Cabbage Key, I'm followed by crows, rooks, and ravens. Then another blackbird appeared who also had a sour voice called Great-tailed Grackle. Sleek black bird proud, of narrow neck and round head, trailing a tuxedo tail rudder. Whether on limb or roof, a striking silhouette against an horizon, a semi-tropical pastel. As for a human interloper who's sidestepped ravens and frost, who's reminded of his first month in Paris, the Gaulois, Gitans, and Bain Rouge, once as young, as resilient as the dive masters of the wooden wharf where everyone loads gear into powerboats. After midnight, dark as the avian feathers, and all-night rainfall humming on roofs. The Knaves Symphonette. The latest Cagliostro begs, let's dance. Mais oui, responds le grand mass of pirated neutrons. the prim New Yorker at the Viennese winter ball. The orchestra embarks upon Ravel's La Valse, and the tyrant envisions her melting in his arms during the Piazzolla Oblivion next on the schedule. Suddenly, an Inca lord appears wielding an Aztec sword. Flutes and drums herald an intermission. The exotic Latin American buffo loses his footing and lands on the lap of the blushing American. As if he were going to take a bite out of her heart, he suggests, "Do you have a song request to be handed in?" Geriatric Auschwitz. Arrival through the town of Winter Haven. Home away from home for big league ball players, uniformed reminders of energetic yearning and unrelenting impulses. Not the papier-mâché egret and bronze alligator bookends, confining the mall lizard croaks of mock plantation belles in hooped pastel gowns, their petite pale hands gently waving hello to rotting vacationers limping off doomsday buses. Here's one more. Diapers to diapers. Human beings out of womb indiscriminately urinating the Oak Ridge chorus, drowning out the Pine Ridge strummers, all Cro-Magnons now filleting their mignons and pampering one another unto pampers.
All right. Christiane, ladies and gentlemen. And now, Antoinette comes back. She kicked off the second half because her role in this is the last word. She puts the last word in and kicks off and closes out the second half.
Well, the last word. Okay. 1974. Waiting for you in my car, drinking Lucky Lager, $2.09 a case, parked on side street to El Camino Real, that long used way of some past king. Traffic roars like ocean yearning for shore, something immense breaking upon edges of something else immense.
Oh.
They're all short. Best of today was cold rain through the park, then how calm people seemed on Haight Street with its famous chaos of summer memories. I heard echoes of curses disappear. Girl with black Spanish hat almost smiled. Later, a child walking to town under a star, a child not waiting for love or evidence of future. All this came after your fearless, unforeseen word had begun building light in black mountains with snow.
Nice.
Muse lives here, wants to play, eat cake, and sunbathe where no one sees, longs to starve senses, to escape mundane office chair routines. Host body claims helpfulness, direction, closure, walks quickly for a mile every day in the sand. Sunrise glimmers bright, saboteurs rule, resistors block a labyrinth of choices. City lonely, tolerable, white-haired hippie guy wears amber shirt. We've met before, seen on BART, says he's out of it. Salt and pepper Hispanic woman took elevator up to get our bearings, side by side, didn't speak. Best of San Francisco plaque, watched hard rain wash gray streets. Tread water, wide umbrella, kissing those in passing. Mama, spare some change, make eye contact. City lonely, tolerable.
Congrats.